I'm Nan Brewer, and I'm the Lucien M. Glaubinger Curator for Works on Paper at the Indiana University Art Museum. The exhibition is Matisse's Jazz and Other Works from Indiana University's collection. And
Matisse's Jazz will be on view April 2nd through June 29th.
This is a first opportunity we've ever had at Indiana University to show all 20 plays together at one time. The reason we were able to do this is we were the only outside lenders to the recent exhibition at the Indianapolis Museum of Art. It was a challenge for us to be able to mount them in a two-dimensional format and still retain the quality of being book pages or book plates. We thought it would be perfect. It's a perfect opportunity to allow the local community in Bloomington to be able to see them together as well. He talks about the things that inspired him, from the circus to his trip in 1930 to Tahiti. And you'll see that theme of entertainment. Certainly the circus performer repeated again in his later publication, Jazz. But the images themselves aren't illustrating the text. It's they're parallel. Probably a good example of how sometimes it's a parallel artistic form rather than a direct narrative would be in his illustrations for James Joyce's Ulysses. In the case of the image we have open in the book, it's actually of an acrobat, a female acrobat walking down the stairs. Our visitors will start to see some of the evolution in his work from, again, realism to a greater abstraction. One of them is only called Two Forms, and it's the torso, what looks like possibly a female form, but the title really emphasizes the compositional aspects or the formal aspects rather than the narrative. This is actually based on a famous trapeze artist. And I think what is so striking about the image is how he uses both the positive and the negative forms. The net underneath the trapeze performers is actually the openings between the ropes, not the rope. It's the empty space that forms. I don't think that you would need to know necessarily that those are trapeze performers. I think if you do, you understand his fascination with the falling, the floating figure. You see that throughout these images. It really helps you to understand this move from a more representational style to the greater abstraction. Again, this is really a celebration of Indiana University's collection. Not only do we have material from the Indiana University Art Museum's collection, but also some great treasures from the Lilly Library as well as the Fine Art Library. So I'm hoping that this really allows people to not only see some maybe lesser known aspects or aspects of his career, particularly his book art, that they might not be familiar with, but to see some of the real strengths of IU's collection by this modern master that are not normally on public display.
Matisse's Jazz will be on view April 2nd through June 29th.